guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today Machi and I are back with a push kick video. In today's video we're going to show you guys how to throw the push kick, so the basic technique of throwing the push kick, and I'm going to show you guys some tools you can practice push kick at home or at the gym by yourself, so either using a bag or a static object like a wall to practice the push kick range and also extending your technique. So let's get started. Just want to say a quick thank you to Primo for these beautiful custom printed Machi shorts which I'll be wearing in today's video. Alright guys, let's get started with how to throw the push kick. We're going to start with our lead push kick first. Usually what I tell the beginners is that we're normally taught to stand in like a neutral Muay Thai stance, so like having your feet like even 50-50. To throw the lead push kick well and to throw it with balance, it's easier to start in a shorter stance. So from the side, if this is my 50-50 stance, right? Here, just your timing rhythm stance. To go into throwing your lead push kick or being really active with your lead leg, standing in a shorter stance is much easier. So from here, I'll get you guys to adjust your stance so that your back leg is underneath your hips. So it looks like I'm standing straight on my back leg and light on my front foot, right? So again, difference between the 50-50 stance and going into more of your like shorter stance, okay? So standing in your shorter stance, I'll be more back heavy, so I'm heavy on my back leg, and also flat-footed on the back leg. So neutral stance, heels off the ground. Short stance, my heel is flat on the ground, and also I'm standing in a straight line. So hips, everything aligned on that back foot, okay? So from here, in your short stance, I'll get you guys to practice just lifting your front leg up. So when you lift your front leg up, we're not falling backwards to lift the leg, trying to stay as tall as you can on that back leg. Important to squeeze your rear glute and lift your leg up, yeah? So again, use your pelvic floor, squeeze your core, squeeze your glute, and lift. When you lift up, no hunching forward and no leaning back to lift the leg up. Just as steady as you can, lift, okay? So again, front on, we're standing in our back heavy stance. We're here, and we're lifting up. And my voice sounds a bit funny, guys. It's just because I've been sick all week, so it's a little bit coarse and husky. I'm gonna try my best to project my voice. So here again, short stance, lift the leg up. So tiny little detail with the back foot. I'll get you guys to look down at your back foot and follow along. If my back foot is pointing straight at the target or straight at my opponent, I'm going to find it really hard to balance on that back leg. So I'll get you guys to turn your foot out wide. 45 is the minimum. Later on, you can go into like even a 90 degrees to throw a strong push kick, okay? But starting, let's say 45, so keep you a little bit more versatile with your other weapons. So definitely 45 angle your back foot, stand on the back leg, lift the leg up, okay? So here again, short stance, lift. If I'm in my neutral stance, I can always adjust by stepping forward into a short stance, or I can retract that front foot back into more of like a Teep stance here, okay? So again, short stance, heavy in the back leg. We practice lifting the leg up. Now we're going to extend the foot out and at the same time swing the hand down. So whichever leg I'm kicking with, that side swings down at the same time, okay? So again, breaking it down, we lift, extend, and then place it back down again, okay? 2 more times. Lift up, extend, and back. 1 more. Lift, extend, and back. Okay, so with the push kick, I want you guys to visualize aiming for someone your own height and around the belly area, so attacking the sternum, okay? When I'm attacking, I'm not attacking with the whole entire foot this way. I'm attacking with the ball of the foot. So again, there's no target in front of you, just shadow boxing. It's a little bit hard to visualize that, but just have that in the back of your mind. I'm hitting someone, lifting, I'm hitting the ball of the foot. So I'm pulling my toes back, striking, and back, okay? All right, step by step again. So short stance, heavy in the back leg, flat-footed. I lift, swing the hand down to extend the hips, strike with a push kick, and foot comes down, okay? Again, couple of pointers. As I hit, I don't want to be leaning too far back. Just let that lean be quite natural. So I'm here, natural lean, just to extend the length of the push kick out. I'm not falling backwards as I strike something. So just trying to stay tall. Pop. So imagine this like this wall around you guys, and you want to stop someone from attacking into that wall, right? So I'm here, bum, and back. The hand swings down to let the hip extend forward. I'm still squeezing my glute and standing tall on this leg. I don't want to see kind of sitting on this leg, and I push kick and collapse on the leg as I push kick. So the standing leg stays tall and stays strong. Teep, and back, okay? So move around, guys, and have that in your mind. Let's practice a couple of push kicks together. So we're here, moving around, and then let's go. Teep, extend, and back. Yeah, opposite hand stays high up on your head. Guard, teep, and back. We're just talking about the basic push kick to the sternum area today. We're not talking about the face teep or the leg teep. So just keep it nice and simple. Again, teep, lead push kick, swing down. Short stance, keep your feet relatively close together. Push kick, and back. 2 more, move around, teep. Make sure you're checking that after the push kick, I'm not extending and I'm folding forward, so I'm putting too much weight into that leg. I want to hold my weight on the back leg, yeah? Pop, and back. Move. Okay, let's do 2 more. Teep. And last one, teep. All right, so that's your shadow boxing push kick. So a couple of pointers, reminders again. Going to a short stance, standing heavy on that back leg, lifting up first, hitting, and then coming back into your short stance, all right? For the more advanced kind of push kicks, some trainers do not bend their knee and then extend up. There's also like more of like a straighter kind of push kick as they lift their leg pretty relatively straight. I find that a little bit harder for beginners because of the kind of like the aim and also just the weight of the leg makes it hard for them to do that. So it ends up hitting the groin a lot. So it's easier if you're kind of learning the push kick and just to be a little bit safer to hit the target, belly pad and stuff like that. We're lifting, we're striking and putting it down, yeah? All right, so let's cover the rear push kick in shadow and then we're gonna go into hitting a target. Rear push kick, so no longer necessary to stand in a short stance for your rear push kick. Better if we go into a wider stance, okay? So wider like neutral stance or even your wide stance, right? So we have those 3 stances, short, kind of neutral, and wide stance. The rear push kick's more useful in the neutral stance and your wide stance, just because already you're having that wide base that can extend the leg and come back. In a short stance, it's a little bit harder, like to throw that rear push kick, you still can, but it's just a little bit less powerful. So we're gonna explore it from the neutral stance to your wide stance. So at home, widen your stance a little bit, and the same pointers come across from the lead push kick to the rear push kick. Rear push kick's a longer weapon than your lead push kick, right? So I'm still staying stable through this leg, extending and coming back. So flat-footed, we're not coming up onto our toes here. Flat foot on the supporting leg. I want to see you guys practice lifting the right knee up, okay? Or my rear leg. So for me, right leg's at the back, so my rear knee, right knee comes up into the center line and back, okay? So again, we're here. Step 1, lifting the knee and back. So I'm bringing that leg into the center line of my body. So at the moment, both feet are kind of facing outwards this way, 2 train tracks. I bring the rear leg into the middle and I bring it back, okay? So again, timing stance, just practice lifting the leg up, lift and back, and again, lift and back. So again, same thing with this foot. I don't want to be too straight with the rear push kick. I want to just turn that foot out a little bit to the side. Yeah, so it's a little bit easier for me to stabilize and go through the full motion later on. So foot turns out a little bit, nice and wide and flat. So lift up, bring it down, and again, lift up, bring it down. All right. Now, the full push kick, same like the lead push kick. Hand swings down, hip comes forward, I'm striking the ball of the foot. So again, we're hitting to the sternum area. We're going into lift, strike, and back. Okay? Again. So lift, strike, and back. So a couple of points I tell my students is that I lift the knee to the height of what I'm trying to hit. When I'm hitting low, I don't have to lift the knee too high. When I'm hitting to the face, I lift the knee higher to extend my foot out. But just to the sternum here, just lift it to the height that I'm trying to hit the target, and I bring it back. So everything's in a nice straight line, yeah? Again, so I'm lifting up, hand swings down, and back. So from the side, guys, I'm not leaning too far. Again, right? So still common mistakes, exactly the same from the lead push kick. Leaning too far over here, or falling forward after you push kick, or collapsing into my supporting leg as I push kick. So everything stays strong, nice and tall on that line. Weight on that left leg for me, because my lead leg. So for you guys, if you're southpaw, will be the right leg, lead leg, swing, strike, and back. It's not so important for the rear push kick for you to come back. You can always land forward and continue on. So for example, if I'm attacking someone forward, I can go rear push kick, forward, land in southpaw, and continue my attack as I push them against the ropes or whatever else I'm doing. Not so important to bring it back as it is for the lead push kick, okay? So just keep that in mind. When you're shadow boxing or doing sparring, lead push kick, it's important to keep your balance, because when I'm here and I overextend it, I'm not in a very good position to do very much. But for the rear push kick, If I have landed it properly and they're falling backwards, I do require myself to chase them down and like continue that momentum forward, okay? So again, rear push kick, let's move around. Practice throwing the shadow teep. We'll have a look at throwing it on some targets in the gym or at home, okay? So find your stance, rear push kick. Let's go, teep, and back. Move around. Think of all those pointers in your head. Teep, and back. Keep everything nice and steady. Good strong stance, teep, back. Okay, let's go 2 more. Teep, and back. And 1 more, teep, and back. All right? Okay, so that's the shadow boxing technique. You can improve all that little things, balance and stuff in your shadow. Let's have a look at hitting a bag, and we're going to talk about the different range of your push kick, and hopefully that makes more sense when you have a bag in front of you. All right, guys, let's have a look at practicing the push kick on the bag. The angle's a little bit off. You can't see my full body, but I'll move the camera back later just to give you guys like a full view. But just for now, let's talk about the lead push kick. If you have a bag at home or you can practice this on a wall, I'll show you that later as well. We'll move later on further into the gym. But for now, let's talk about range for your push kick, right? So for the lead push kick, again, going back into short stance. So I'm here in my short stance. I'm standing heavy on my back leg. Now it's important for me to learn the range of my push kick. So where I can actually throw the push kick to hit the target and not miss, or to hit it without losing power as well, right? So I'll give you 2 examples. If I'm at the push kick distance that is too close for my push kick, right? So let's say I'm standing here. This is too close for my push kick. When I try and lift up and hit the target, I'll have to kind of like crunch my body to make it work, right? So I'm here, I'm almost trying to like do this, and I'm gonna lose power, I'm losing balance when I push kick. All right, so second scenario, I'm too far away from the target. So let's say I'm here, okay, I'm just about out of range for my push kick. I can still touch the target, but there's not much power in it. So I'm kind of almost just like touching the target, almost flat-footed, because I'm trying to make it work. Or, this happens really common as well, people lift up with the heels off the ground. You can't really see this, but you can just see my body coming up. So to make that range, I lift up to touch the target. All right? So 2 scenarios, being too close to the bag, too far. Adjusting somewhere in the middle where you can still touch the bag with a bent knee or touch the target with a bent knee and extend through the target for your power. All right, so you need to be close enough so that you can still have a bent leg when you do touch the target just by lifting your leg up, and then after that, pushing through. So I'll give you guys an example. So this is about my push kick range. Just outside the jab range is usually where the lead push kick is, yeah? So if I'm touching the bag, if I lean and touch it, I can kind of reach from here. That's about my push kick range, okay? If I can lean, touch the bag, about there is my lead push kick. I want you guys to practice moving around your target and lifting the leg up and just tapping and extending into the push kick, okay? So again, I'm heavy on the back leg, I lift and I teep. Just let the bag swing, all right? A couple of times you might feel like I miss the timing. For example, like this, if I try and lift, I'll feel like falling into the target, which is fine, yes? Just let the bag swing and work on your range, like your perception of your push kick range, and also the timing of your push kick. So again, moving around, you can steady the bag if you want to, or if you're getting used to that swing, move around the bag and just practice your push kick. Try and make it as accurate as you can, and just with that timing of the bag coming into your range. Similar to as someone walks into your push kick range, you're trying to practice the same thing or simulate the same thing. Someone's coming into that range, I teep them out of the way and I'm still keeping balance, right? So I don't want to push kick and fall forward, or I probably missed that range and the timing for it. I want to still stay strong on that back leg, teep, and back, yeah? So again, 2 more times, teep, move, flat-footed, teep, and back. Okay, so that's my lead range, push kick. Let's talk about the rear one. Rear one, again, we're further away, right? So I need to move myself away from the bag. Wherever my lead push kick was, I need to step back out of range. Okay, from here, rear push kick, lifting, pushing through, and coming back, all right? So again, let that bag swing. If I wait too long and I lift it, I'm gonna lose that range. Okay? If I'm too far away and I completely miss the target, for example, like this, I'll fall forward if I'm putting a lot of power into it. So this is the perfect time with a moving bag to practice range again, and just how to put power without losing your balance. So bring that right leg back, okay? Timing, move around the bag, take your time. There's no need to rush. If you miss a couple of the swings, just watch it. Just kind of get a good visual of how or where you can hit someone with a rear push kick. So again, we're going to a wider stance, a neutral stance, right? Or that wide stance, no longer a short stance. Teep and back. So measure it up about like your belly button height, or a little bit higher, sternum, teep. Let the bag move, up, timing, teep, and back. Practice good technique. Don't let the bag push you back, okay? If the bag is pushing you back, you probably waited too long for the push kick to happen. You kind of have to let it happen as you push the bag out, yeah? If you're able to push the bag out without falling forward and it pushing you back off balance, you probably find your range really well, okay? Again, teep, bump, and back. Hit the target, boop, move around, good balance. Remember, think about that supporting leg. It's flat and it's strong on the ground. Teep, up, and back, okay? Then you can alternate. You can practice lead teep, rear teep, and adjust your range and move your footwork around the back. So for example here, lead teep range. Move around, go further, rear teep. Now I gotta come a little bit closer, shorten my stance, lead teep. Move, rear teep. Back, let the bag just move, do its thing. Lead teep, and rear teep, and back, okay? I'll move the camera a little bit further away so you can see full body, but I want you guys to have the same idea, okay? Keep practicing in the bag. We'll do a couple more reps together. Alright guys, so now we have a wall. So before that, I was showing you guys how to move with a moving target. To start off, usually starting with a static target like a wall is a good idea to practice your push kick. Let's have a look at the lead push kick again. So together, move yourself to a wall. Hopefully you can see my full body from here. I'm in a short stance for the rear push kick, right? From here, short stance, heavy in the back leg, lifting up. Now's the time I practice finding my range, okay? If I'm too close to the wall, I feel like it's really hard for me to lift my leg up and extend. Too far away, when I lift, I can't reach it. Or I'm hitting very flat-footed on the target. So remember from the start of class, we're trying to hit with the ball of the foot, right? So again, short stance, from here, lift, teep. So again, you want to push a little bit into the wall, right? The wall's not going to move away from you when you push, but you want to have the feeling of the feedback into your body. So again, timing stance, find your short stance, teep, and back. So make sure all the pointers are there. Strong to the back leg, I'm tall, lift, ball of the foot, swing the hand down, bring it back up. All right, and again, teep and back. Again, find that range, teep and back. So now you can practice height of your push kick as well. So again, measuring next to the wall, somewhere in the middle of your body would be a good start. Yeah, anywhere in the torso area. Just practice lifting, push kicking, and back. So you're not hitting your toes. Ball of the foot is the target, hit and back. Okay, so rear push kick, wider stance. Wider stance, again, I'm finding my range, push kick, yeah? If I'm too close, I'll find it really hard to extend through with the push kick. Too far away, I'll slip forward, okay? So start slow, rear push kick, find your range, and back. Moving, teep, back, move, teep, and back. So quick recap of the push kick. Let's go back to the start. We'll shadow out 5 push kicks together. The lead one first. We're starting in a short stance. Yep. Short stance, squeezing that glute, lifting, extending, and gently dropping that foot back down. Yeah, it's almost like you're tapping the foot, teep, move around. If you're in a neutral stance, adjust your feet so that you can step forward into your push kick, or you're drawing back into your push kick. Okay, move around, 5 lead teeps, rear teep, neutral stance or wide stance, okay? Still, flat-footed, standing on top of the leg, swing the hand down, hips extend, bring the leg back, or you can practice landing forward in your shadow boxing as well. Then try and flow on from there. What other attacks can you do from there, okay? So 5 lead push kicks, 5 rear push kicks to finish off the class. and you can practice on the bag or practice against the wall. Okay, let's go. So lead one first, move around, short stance, 1, move, 2, 3, 4, so keep your rhythm in between, don't be static, 5. Okay, moving on. Rear push kick. Adjust your stance as you see fit. Yes. Oh my god, I haven't seen people for a whole week and now I can't even talk. Okay. Rear push kick. 1. Keep. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And back. Alright, nice work guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Nice basic video looking at the push kick. Yeah, so practicing again, shadow boxing your push kick, practicing with a partner, a bag, a wall, probably better with a partner with a belly pad. They can kind of hold their ground. So just perhaps you practice hitting an actual person. Or without the belly pad's really good as well. 1-for-1 with a partner. Enjoy doing the push kick and let me know how you go in the comments. Bye.